my program begins by importing the scanner, so then afterwards the class begins, and then this line is for the scanner to work. So then afterwards these couple lines is going to initialize the variables, so express, obj, and Annie is going to be for the emoticons, then express sent, obj sent, and Annie sent is going to be for the phrases. Then afterwards, this is the welcome message, so it's going to system.out welcome to the fortune teller, and then afterwards it's going to prompt the user to enter an integer value. It's going to say from 1 through 10. Then afterwards, I initialize a variable called expression and set it to what the user inputs. Then afterwards, it's going to be a series of if-else statements that is going to basically assign what express and express sent is. So for example, if expression is 1, so that means if the user inputs 1, then it's going to set express or the emoticon to this emoticon, and then express sent to tongue-in-cheek. Another example could be if the user inputs 6, then express will be set to this emoticon, and express sent, for short for sentence, will be set to angry. Then afterwards, if the final else statement is for if the user doesn't input any of the numbers between 1 through 10, so let's say they put 13, then it's going to go through this part of the program, which is basically going to output an invalid entry output. So like a sentence is going to say invalid entry, here's your money back, then the program is going to terminate with this line. Afterwards, it's going to be pretty similar. It's going to prompt the user for a character value, so it's going to say please enter a character value between A through I, so then it's going to initialize a variable called object and set it to what the user inputs. Then afterwards, it's going to be another if-else series of statements, and it's going to say, like, if the user inputs capital A or lowercase a, then it's going to set the obj to this emoticon, and then obj sent to you are wearing a birthday hat. Another example could be if the user inputs capital H or lowercase h, then obj is going to be sent or set to this emoticon, and then the obj sent is going to be set to you stumble upon a 4-leaf clover. And similar to the one above, if the user doesn't input any of those letters above, then it's going to go through this part of the program, so it's going to output invalid entry, here's your money back, and then the program is going to exit with this line. And then finally, this next part is going to be similar to the ones above. This one's going to prompt the user for another integer value. This time it's going to be between 1 through 11, and then it's going to initialize this variable called animal, and then it's going to be set to what the user inputs. And then again, if the user inputs number 3, for example, then Annie, short for animal, is going to be set to this emoticon, and Annie sent, short for animal sentence, is going to be set to a dog. And then it's going to be that for the same for all these animals, and then if the user doesn't input a number between 1 through 11, then it's going to go to this part of the program, which is going to output invalid entry, here's your money back, and then terminate the program. Afterwards, the program is just going to output a sentence. It says I see, then the expression, a space, the object, another space, and then the animal. And then the final line is going to be the full sentence. It's going to say you are, the expression, while, the object, and then you have the animal alongside you. So to run a few test cases, let's bring up this window first. We can start with number 5, for example. Let's do a lowercase a to start with, and then let's do number 3. So then it's going to say I see, it's going to show the emoticons, and it's going to say you are laughing out loud while you are wearing your birthday hat and you have a dog alongside you. So we can try again. This time let's try a capital letter, so let's do number 8, capital H, and number 4. So it's going to say I see, it's going to show the emoticons, it's going to say you are bored while you stumble upon a 4-leaf clover, and you have a fish alongside you. We can try again. This time let's put something that will be invalid, so let's put number -1. It will say invalid entry, here's your money back, and the program is terminated. We can try again for the character. So let's say number 4, and invalid character would be Z. Let's say invalid entry, here's your money back. Another one would be if we do 9, F, and 16. Let's say invalid entry, here's your money back.